Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, excuse, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule web, and great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopefully elect, Lord willing, this edifying lesson, and this video from uh, Richie from Boston fan page, but the I'ma just title my lesson the same as his title. It's a trees US 2025 trees are for idiots. We need to um go negative CO2 and here's how. If you go, hey man, this nigga gotta be removed out of power. But let's play the video, Lord willing this edifying lesson. And Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is gonna destroy you fucking Edomites, man.
Plant trees. There's a lot of people who are very enamored with trees. We've got trees on this stage. Some people would even say that if you just planted enough trees, it could take care of the climate issue altogether. And that's complete nonsense. Okay. I mean, are we the science people or are we the idiots? Which one do we want to be?
Meet the mechanical tree, a machine that can do the work of 1,000 living trees. Could this tower of leaves help pull us back from the brink of the climate crisis?
The mechanical tree can do the work of 1,000 trees. It's an enhancement, an engineering improvement to a natural system, a living tree that can pull carbon dioxide out of the air. Inside each of those discs are 6 of these leaves oriented around in a circle, kind of like the slices of a pizza.
The tree's circular leaves are filled with materials that bind to carbon dioxide and pull it from the air.
So zero emissions are not enough. We will need negative emissions, which means the removal of carbon from the environment and their storage in some kind of reservoir. If we have enough negative emissions, we can counterbalance the emissions that we are still producing and reduce the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
There's a lot still to learn about removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. How do you feel about a technology that turns nature's abilities up to 1,000?
Yeah, and that's pretty much the point, She say it's a lot still to learn of negative CO2 emission. Let me go back.
Plant trees. There's a lot.
Watch it one more time. I'm gonna stop and interject through this one. And like he said, are we the science people or are we the idiots? Y'all the idiots, man. Because if you remove all the CO2 out of the air, that means that all the plant life. This nigga is Esau Edom. This is why he will be destroyed. This is why the Lord not gonna have mercy on the so-called white man, who is Esau Edom, man. This why. Look what this nigga doing. This nigga is Satan. He is the devil, the deceiver, and Satan, the adversary. He is adverse to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and what the Lord established from the beginning when he said it is good. In the book of Genesis 1, all the creation, it is good. It is good. It is good. Here come Esau. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, we're going to make an artificial tree that do the work of 1,000 trees and pull all the CO2 out of the air. Nigga, you gonna kill all the plant life doing dumb shit like that, man. Why not just plant trees instead of trying to create some shit that do the work of trees? This nigga gotta be removed out of power. If anybody want America to continue forever, Esau to rule forever, don't want the destruction to come, hey man, fuck you, man. You need to die too.
People are very enamored with trees. We've got trees on this stage. Some people would even say that if you just planted enough trees, it could take care of the climate issue altogether. And that's complete nonsense. Okay. I mean, are we the science people or are we the idiots? Which one do we want to be?
Y'all definitely the idiots, man. Hey, the Lord set up the bases of men. These people are base people. They get up there on stage and they talk You know, and act like they just the smartest motherfuckers ever. Nigga, what you know about fucking trees and shit? You a goddamn computer scientist, so called. Which these folks just puppets. That nigga ain't no goddamn. That nigga probably don't know shit about computers like that. They be just setting these fucking different Edomites up and propping them up like they coming up with all this shit. He might do, but still, you know, these people are wicked, man.
Meet the mechanical tree, a machine that can do the work of 1,000 living trees. Could this tower of leaves help pull us back from the brink of the climate crisis?
The mechanical tree can do the work of 1,000 trees. It's an
And look at that ugly shit. That's not fucking art. The Lord created. When you look and you look at the trees, you see beauty. You know, when you look at this shit, you like, man, what the fuck is that? It's an eyesore. Like, why is that there? It ain't gonna be nothing like this in the kingdom. A big ass metal aluminum tower go sky high, you know, that suck carbon out of the air. No, it's gonna be plants and trees, and Earth is gonna go back to a paradise. Esau is sending this funk ass up in power, destroying paradise, destroying Eden, because the whole Earth is Eden. I done, meaning paradise. You know, people be like the Garden of Eden. No, the scriptures say there was a garden planted. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up in Christianity, you think, oh, the Garden of Eden. Like it's just one place called the Garden of Eden. But no, the scripture said there was a garden planted eastward in Eden, you know?
enhancement, an engineering improvement to a natural system, a living tree that can pull carbon dioxide out of the air. Inside each of those discs are 6 of these leaves oriented around in a circle, kind of like the slices of a pizza.
The tree's circular leaves are filled with materials that bind to carbon dioxide and pull it from the air.
So zero emissions are not enough. We will need negative emissions, which means the removal of carbon from the environment and their storage in some kind of reservoir. If we have enough negative emissions, we can counterbalance the emissions that we are still producing and reduce the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
There's a lot still to learn about removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. How do you
And that go to show you that it's false science. If there's a lot still to learn, then that mean they don't know. They don't know what the fuck the effects of that gonna be. You know? That's exactly what it means. Oh, we don't know, but we gonna see. Science don't mean uh, uh, science is not a fucking a theory. Science is a fact. When you deal with true science, it's a fact. You know, true science is plant more trees. You know, to reduce uh carbon emission. That's true science. I mean, to reduce carbon monoxide. That's true science. To produce the trees eliminating the the CO2 and produce oxygen. That's true science. That's a fact. But removing all the carbon out of the air, you know, to negative emissions and this and that's not true. You don't know what that's gonna do. It's gonna throw everything off, man. But hey, we dealing with the devil here.
feel about a technology that turns nature's abilities up to 1,000?
Yeah, but that's pretty much the point on it. Let's go to this image. And this lost forest loss in the United States over time. And I got this image a while back. I just screenshotted it, and it say, and the green represents the forest in America. In 1620, when these devils so-called arrived on the shores, half of the country was full of forestation, so to speak, trees, forests. 1850, you know, when these devils had us in fucking hardcore bondage, you can see the diminishing of the trees, and mainly this what those 13 colonies were. This what Esau was at. You know, the diminishing of trees on the damn, 1920 at the very bottom. The forests are gone. You know, this nigga done killed all the damn trees. Hey, from 1850 to that 70-year period, that nigga was going to work, man. And you know it's practically white now. You know, this nigga destroying the earth, man. But I got that for a point. Well, let's get into the precepts. I just wanted to get that real quick. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at the point. Let's just get to the point. Uh Verse 5, I'll read down from 5. Then I'll be at the point at 8. This the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 5. It reads, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked, going to Esau Edom, the scepter of the ruler, who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none doeth hinder. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, fir trees, the fir trees shall rejoice at thee. And the fir tree is a the so-called Christmas tree. It say in the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Yeah, and if you know anything about lumber and construction and stuff, cedar wood is some excellent wood to build with. It's a durable, long lasting wood, cedar wood, and it's hard to come by, and it's very expensive. They don't even use it no more, for the most part. You know, the wood they use now is fast growing pine trees that they probably can grow a whole bunch of them motherfuckers in a year and cut them down, and everything is fast, everything is uh 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 weaker. Esau destroying shit, man. But that was the point. It say, yeah, the fir tree shall rejoice at thee in the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. And it's the perfect example of fellers coming up against the forest. It say forest lost in the United States over time. And who was running the in 1620? Who was ruling? You had Gad over here. This when Esau arrived, so called, to the states. In 1620, the Gadites was in the land. In 1850, Esau was establishing a firm grip and getting ready to take Gad. A troop shall overcome thee, but thou shalt overcome at the last. Esau had Gad, almost in submission, if not in submission, by 1850. And in 1920, the Gadites was on reservations. you know, America belonged to Edom by 1920. This was right before World War One, Great Depression, and all that. Right during the time of World War One, the Great Depression, and all that, man. And look what the feller did. He cut all the fucking forests down in a 70-year span. You know, so we have identified the culprit. You know, It's the so-called white man. And that's just America. Ain't no telling what he done all over in other places. He doing the same thing in the lungs of the earth down there in South America. This nigga just fucking shit up, man. He's a fucking cancer in the earth, man. So let's go to the next precept. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. Straight to the point and say, and there went out another horse that was red. Is mentioned, this is Esau Edom, you know. And when I say Esau Edom, I'm talking about your elites, because you Joseph, y'all ain't making no, y'all just existing in y'all kingdom, you know. But these elite Edomites who running the earth, who the earth was given into the hand, the international bankers who have they established in all the countries, you know, and ruling over all these countries. They the ones ruling, man. It say, and there went out another red horse, Esau Edom, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And this nigga is taking peace from the earth. And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, meaning his weaponry. You know, and that ultimate sword, the Esau's most powerful sword is the thermonuclear missiles, man. You know? But this nigga was given all kind of weapons. He got all kind of swords in today's age, you know? And he taking peace from the earth, destroying every goddamn thing. This Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3, it say, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed. Yeah, Bill Gates. Are we the science people, or we the idiots? Come on. Y'all the fucking idiots, man. That's the man of sin. Not him himself, but them as a people, man. Those the people who are against the ways of the Lord. Because what's sin? Transgression of the law. You know? What if you going against the law, the Lord's laws, guess what? You transgressing. You adverse. If you're not doing the okay, if the Lord say this is how you do this how you do that, and you like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the exact opposite. That means you're transgressing. That means you're adverse. You're the adversary of the Heavenly Father and His rules and His commandments of life. Esau, if and he doing a great job. This nigga is being the perfect devil. Like, you shouldn't be mistaken. Well, who the devil is? Who the wicked of the earth is? If you trying to figure out in 2025 who the fucking wicked is, hey man, this ain't for you. Your brain cells are not high enough to even conversate with the men of the Lord, man. You still scratching your head talking about, I don't know if the white man Esau. Hey man, look, the Lord ain't dealing with you, period. And you're gonna be destroyed in thermonuclear destruction with Esau. You know, but the man of sin has been revealed, not being revealed. This nigga revealed already. If you can't see it, this ain't for you, man. Let's go to Job. This is the book of Job 9 and 24. It say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So this nigga is the Lord put the earth in his hand. You know, so you're responsible on the well-being of the earth. It was given into your power. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not where, then who is he? You know, it shouldn't be no question who the fuck the wicked is. That nigga, who are the true judges of the earth if you believe in the Bible? Who is the ultimate judge? I say that. Yeah, I was shy. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? Those are the ultimate judges. If you a Christian, you believe in the Bible, put in Jesus, put in God, put in the angels, put in Jesus, God, angel, images. For angels, white women gonna pop up with some crazy shit. White men, little baby cupids. For Jesus, goddamn Cesare Borgia gonna pop up. The freaky, weird, alien looking Edomite with the long, stringy dog hair who loves every goddamn body. And you put in God, a bigger, a bigger Edomite gonna pop up, butt naked, touching the finger of Adam. You know, the finger of God. Let me stop. But this nigga is the devil. And he's been identified. And you still trying to figure that out in 2025. You through. This the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto them, and thou should give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, going into the elect, the men teaching this truth and sincerity, and to the saints, going into the innumerable multitude, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, the Israelites. We the only ones who fear the Lord's name. And destroy them which destroyed the earth. This is proof that they destroying the earth. This is proof they are destroying the fucking earth, man. That video of the gates of hell shall not prevail. That's more proof. A fucking metal tree that do the work of 1,000 trees is more proof. Well, it do the work of 1,000 trees. No, plant the fucking trees back, man. Grow, let the trees grow. But this nigga the devil. No, we need negative CO2 emissions. Well, why are you destroying the goddamn trees? These people just adverse to order. They averse to what is Yahweh. And the Lord getting ready to bring they motherfucking ass down, man. Great destruction is finna come upon the earth, man. And the controller gonna get knocked out the devil's hand, you know? And his glass is gonna get knocked off. It's gonna be like Velma. I can't find my glass. I can't do anything without my glasses. And the Lord gonna be in full control, man. Fucking shit up. But let's get this. This the book of, because I'm about to wrap it up. This First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20. It say, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babbling and oppositions of science, falsely so called. Yeah, and Esau got that false ass science. You know, it ain't rooted in facts. Science means to know, man. You know, and they doing shit that they don't know what's gonna be the end results. They'll make a documentary 100 years later, which this nigga ain't got 100 years, saying the effects of the bad decisions of removing all the CO2 out of the air. But that nigga ain't gonna be able to do that, man. The Lord get ready to come back soon and get us up out of this bitch, man. There ain't gonna be no flesh to be saved. If Esau got another 1,000 years, there would no. He gonna kill himself and everything on the earth, man. The earth gonna fucking die, man. You know, if this nigga continue to rule, the earth is sick right now. Space trash surrounding the fucking planet. The trees cut down. This nigga filling the air with fucking barium and aluminum and all these different particles, microplastics and forever chemicals and shit. 6 inches covering 6 inches. You know, going 6 inches deep of the whole earth, pretty much. A soil full of fucking forever chemicals and microplastics and shit like that. microplastics in your sperm, man. We got to get the fuck out of here. We got to be changed, man. You know, we need the Lord to come back and get this man out of power, man. ASAP, like yesterday, like, but the Lord gonna come when His heavenly Father send him. Yahweh Shai gonna come when Yahweh send him, man, and it's gonna be perfect time. So we can't, we want to be up out of here, but the Lord, like, nope, that ain't time yet. So we just gotta be patient, cause the Lord gonna come, and He gonna come at the perfect time, not a moment late, or not a minute early. Let's get this Ecclesiasticus 19:22. It say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Esau, your wickedness is not wisdom, my guy. Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So I just wanted to get that point. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. You know, and Esau is the top sinner because he adverse to the Lord. So this nigga counsels are not prudent. They're not wise counsels. Well, let's cut all the trees down and we're gonna get the CO2, the negative, nigga. That's not wisdom. That's not prudent. That's why the Lord finna fuck you up, man, and you gonna serve captivity for a long, long, long time. And then after that captivity, your ass is grass. You ain't gonna be able to do what the other nations do in the kingdom of heaven. As Edom. Yeah, gonna be that nation will be annihilated. So let's finish off with this one. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 96, and I'm gonna read it all the way through. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song. Sing unto Yahweh all the earth. Sing unto Yahweh. Bless his name. Nate. Shew forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all lowercase g gods, all the idols, because they not real. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heavens. Verse 6. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto Yahweh, O it say, give unto Yahweh, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Give unto Yahweh the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come unto his courts. O worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. Say among the heathen that Yahweh reign. And the Lord reign, man. Yahweh reign, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. Showing you that the earth is forever, man. And it ain't gonna be moved. It's gonna be established. And Esau, you're not gonna destroy the fucking earth, nigga. Your ass is through. We here to let you know. And your time of chaos is almost over, nigga. Don't implement that goddamn C-hip and see what happened to you. I'm telling you, I dare you. You know them crackers. You dare a cracker to do something, they gonna do it. I dare you, nigga. Implement that C-hip and watch how the Lord make a speedy riddance of your ass, man. I double dog dare you. Let me stop with this. It say among the heathen. Say among the heathen that the Lord reigneth, and the world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall rejoice. He shall judge the people righteously. Yeah, and that's what the Lord coming back to do, judge in righteousness. They say he coming right. He come to judge in righteousness and make war. Verse 11 it say, let the heavens rejoice and the earth be glad. Let the seas roar in fullness thereof, in the fullness thereof. Verse 12 it say, let the field be joyful and all that are therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. Why? Because ain't no fella coming up against them, cutting them down, saying that they purposeless. And trees have life. Trees are living organisms, man. You know, they have emotions and senses and all this shit. This is some true science. They know this. We don't need to cut them down. Lord gonna fuck you fucking devils up, man. And the trees gonna rejoice in the kingdom. The kingdom gonna be so beautiful. Hey man, if you don't love the creation, love the earth, man. Hey man, you gonna feel that fire, man. Verse 13 it say, before the Lord Yahweh, for he cometh, and he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. Yeah, and this truth that we telling you is what's getting ready to be established on the earth. And the Lord is coming to wreak havoc and judge by it, man, and righteousness. That's why he coming with indignation, because you people shunning the Lord. You people despise the Lord. You people don't want to hear his name. You people don't want to teach the name. And you heathens, y'all can't do it anyway. So y'all just fucked and getting ready to go into slavery. From Esau to Ham, Moab, the so-called Chinese, Japanese, all y'all going to slavery. The Ishmaelites, Elamites. If your line don't go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, you going to fucking captivity, man. Just simple as that. Ain't nothing we can do for you. But guess what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So all you other nations that are in captivity, you gonna rejoice at the elect of you gonna rejoice at Israel being the earth given into the hands of Israel, the righteous. You know, you ain't gonna have to worry about Donald Trump and goddamn the so-called Israelis or the Israelis, so-called true people of the Lord, bombing you to hell and back. You know, the Edomites, who they really are. They are all Edomites. You ain't gonna have to worry about that. You know, because why? They gonna be taken out of power. They gonna be in slavery right alongside of you, working hard, buddy. But after that long of slavery and the kingdom is built up, these nations gonna be allotted lands where they gonna be, you know, how they establish lands where they gonna go to and build up in righteousness and in the, you know, I mean, they're gonna be following the law, statutes, and commandments, but they're gonna be able to have multiple women and rule amongst themselves under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, and they gonna pay tribute, man. Just simple as that, you know. And Esau, your ass ain't gonna be a thought anymore. Ain't nobody gonna know what an Edomite is over time. They gonna know, but they ain't gonna, you know, you're not gonna be relevant because the story is gonna remain, but you're gonna be done away with. You're gonna become you're gonna perish like dung, man. But that's pretty much the point, Lord willing. Baraka, yeah. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm gonna end giving all honor and glory once again to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Rakakwadash, Shabbat Shalom. Shalom. Once again, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone rule, have been great example to his young brothers of the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful lit. Hey, Edom, your day is coming, buddy. You know, we gonna have a tree whooping your ass, man. You know, tree's gonna be able to move and slap the shit out you, man. With a branch. You walk past, tree remember you. Oh, this that nigga that cut me down. Give it motion. Gonna slap the fuck at you, man. We gonna meditate terror. We gonna get animals and trees and creation power over you, man. They're gonna be able to torment you, torture you. They're gonna be able to get their fucking lick back. That's how my province, my domain, Lord willing, not be of the elect. That's how I'm gonna have it set up. Shit, the tree wanna fall on your motherfucking ass and stand back up. Yeah, well, what they gonna be able to do? You know, the animals that you overhunt and so-called killing off, they wanna tear your ass apart. They can. You know, the ones you had in cages and tranquilized, drugged the fuck up. They want they lick back. They can get it. God damn it. There ain't gonna be nobody come through to save your motherfucking ass. Talking about the animal wrong and put the animal down for, you know, getting it. No, that ain't gonna happen in the kingdom. The gorilla want to knock your motherfucking head off. He can do it. They gonna have free charge over you fucking Edomites, man. You know, if a amoeba want to infect you, he got you. You know, I'm talking about parasites. So, you know, anything, everything you destroy. You know, but that's pretty much the point, Lord. When this edifying, Shalom.